so as we look at our space and what we want to let go of, a lot of it that has attachments. And so by letting go of some of the stuff that we are, we're wanting to move past, that really, I think, aligns a lot with the rules, and letting go of those. And
it kind of goes back to the forum, someone posting about getting rid of diet books, and someone else about getting rid of like business suits.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, maybe I should get your business suits, because I feel like I never bought one. I've never bought one of those, but it might come in.
I can't see you in one. I don't know. But yeah, no, totally. So I think it helps to clarify what does spark joy, what really sparks joy.
Yeah.
And learning to listen on a deeper level to intuition, as opposed to the head and our intellect and overthinking, analyzing, and
Okay, great. So my sense is this then is we'll go in as we go into the Code of the Extraordinary Mind. We'll do Culturescape, we'll do Brule's, we'll use Mind Valley's videos there, and then he's got a good one on goal setting. So I'm just gonna and it's like 10 minutes, but once you got that other stuff out of the way, right? Then it's in the video. I know, I'm looking right now, where the heck? Hold on.
Just create a vision for your future.
That's it.
Create a vision for your future. Okay.
Where is that? So I'm on the Code of the Extraordinary Mind. Is it Practice Conscious Engineering? Is it under there?
No, it's that the thing is.
Oh, create a vision for your future.
Second thing on the right.
Right.
Second
right.
Row. Yeah. I don't know if that's rules.
Yeah, no, this is exactly, thank you so much. This is exactly it. It's the 3 important questions.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. You found it very quickly. So then we'll do the 3 important questions. And honestly, at that point, we'll be pretty ready for 12-week year.
Okay. So this is the one that you did the worksheet on that already.
Yeah, right? I did a worksheet on this because I was I wanted to fill it out.
yeah, totally. Yeah. And, okay, and I'll watch some of these videos and see if I can put together a worksheet for the rules and the Culturescape.
Actually, do you have the paper copy of the book? Because I just have the audio. Because there's...
I have Kindle.
Fuck. Oh, you have Kindle?
Yeah.
So doesn't he list the questions at the end of the chapter? I thought almost every chapter had some specific questions. I know,
I've highlighted stuff and things like questions and stuff like that.
I think I will buy the physical.
I'll go back because I highlighted it all, great. So I can
so you can go
write
back.
It out. Yeah.
Okay, great. And I'll get a physical copy of the book because it's so much easier to go back. Yeah. It's hard to thumb through Audible.
And Audible, totally. It's I love the non-clutter of Audible and Kindle, but
I know. At this point, it's just a reality of that I need.
I do. Yeah, I like having the hard copy and being able to write in it and put little tabs and.
Yeah. Okay, great. So you will do those. I'm going to update the Awake Living the course into month 2 and start to put those links in from Mind Valley and explain that they get just how to go in there. And make sure they know. And then, because my sense is, too, is that, let me just look again. He's so smart. Of course, you can't. Let me see. It's there's no way to grab the video and put it somewhere in our site. There's not.
Oh, yeah. Well, they can just,
which is fine, because it's great, because then they can see how much other stuff there is there, and we can say, hey, you can go crazy. Yeah. But as far as, you have the advantage of us just simplifying a few of the things that we want you to do so that you get really clear before we go into goal setting. Yeah,
but some people love more information, and so it's good for that. If they want more, there's lots.
And to go back later, for people to bookmark it, and I can maybe put that into the text there too, of hey, just bookmark. So we have how to, and then bookmarking instructions. I think that's really important. Because it is hey, I get that this is an expensive book club, but it keeps giving back, right? Because these tools
Oh yeah.
We're going to keep using them, and for people to come back. I mean, the interview I heard with the guy who wrote Abundance, Peter Diamandis, The Future's Better Than You Think. The interview with him and Vishen Lakhiani, I was like, you're just holy, like what one person can do.
Yeah.
That really keeps stepping into this path and gets the, like the rules are gone and there's some really like good disciplines, right? Like that. I mean, I think we should actually also include the stuff because I want us as a community to start to use the word because honestly, like discipline is a better word. Yeah, I don't know of a word that combines the bliss of living a disciplined life and that it's not just because when I hear discipline, I hear kind of like I just think of like hair shirts. Yeah,
yeah, it's rigid. It's like strict and totally. Yeah.
So no hair shirts, but it's like there's a. Like there's a bliss and we have to earn it. I mean, I think yoga is just so clear on that. Like that, you don't just get that. There's tapas, like you got to walk on fire. It's going to burn. Yeah. You'll smell smoke. And the other side is bliss. Discipline.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah. The discipline enables the freedom and this was Svatantriya.
Yeah. Amen. Cool. Okay. So we'll do discipline. So that's our 4 weeks and then we're into a 12-week year. That looks great.
So what's the fourth? Rules, culturescape, discipline, and then
the three most important questions.
And the three. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Cool.
So I'll update the guide, and then we should schedule maybe in a week to go over just to make sure. Maybe I'll just reach out to you when I'm done, and we can just schedule it.
And then I guess because we kind of roughly outlined stuff on Dharma in the course syllabus, but I don't know if it's really relevant.
Right, I'll go back. And see, I think there's definitely going to be some things in terms of habit evolution.
Because we talked about, sorry to interrupt, about bringing in some YBC stuff. So I don't know if that's stuff you wanted to do for Dharma, for work, for like, you know what I mean?
I'm going to look and see exactly what.
Because that was the kind of the direction we were talking about then. Of like
let me just screw
planning your path and signature systems, and I don't know if that's really relevant though. There was like your build a better income workshop, because I know that is a goal for a lot of people on the course. Well, a few at least that I know of is more money and more space and more money. That was like the big ones that were coming up. But some people might not at all be interested in that, so they might not be here for those reasons.
I'm just seeing I see signature systems and mastermind models. Yeah, and then build a better income workshop with YBC Prep School. That seems just really limited to the business stuff. Yeah, so I'll just delete that. Yeah,
I agree.
And then model work week is going to, that's time. Okay, so your funnel. Yeah, that's funny. I don't even remember thinking this way. I think just because it's so pointed to yoga teachers and wellness experts and like the people in this course are so diverse.
They are diverse, yeah.
But I think there's a lot in terms of mindset that As a Man Thinketh is going to be really it's going to be really powerful. I think I'll reference stuff in there as well because that's so. I mean, I think I think Vishen Lakhiani really captures it, but not in the old. Like, there's something that comes through As a Man Thinketh that it's just like, okay, at the end of the day, the only one who's not getting this shit done is me, right? Like,
yeah. But you know what? I'm conflicted in with As a Man Thinketh is okay. On one hand, like in yoga, your thoughts don't matter, right? Or that they don't. Your thoughts you are not your thoughts.
Yeah.
But then As a Man Thinketh, it's like, you are what you think. So what is it?
So it's the paradox. It's just the paradox that like, so when you dissolve into nothing, right? That's that yogic teaching of dissolution.
Yeah.
Right. So who you are is the ground of being. It's nothing. It's the zero.
It's not your thought.
Yeah, it's not your. So like, don't get wrapped up in that. It's only half the picture, and it's not the whole picture. So to get to the whole, you have to dissolve that half into the whole, and then the world of becoming. So there's the world of being, the 0, and then there's the world of becoming, the 1. So the whole world is 0 and 1s. It's the matrix, right, of computers. It's the matrix. So the 0, you're not your thoughts. And the 1 is you are.
Yeah, and I totally
right?
see how you can actually cultivate certain thoughts. But then it's like the thoughts that just show up, and it's like, the ones that
our rules are in the culture scape, right? Is
right.
That...
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay,
Good.
Those are not me, but I am the ones that I consciously cultivate.
Yeah. Yeah. Or that's how the world of becoming works. So if there's Amma in my thoughts and my mental, emotional body, what I create will be Amma full to whatever degree. And if I'm not, if like the more clear channel, clear vessel I am in the world of potentiality, the more I realize that it is my power of thinking that as human beings we do think things into reality. We emote things into reality. Like we have a number of different senses. I think and as a man thinketh, that was just the most familiar sense. And in yoga, just seeing that, like, it's like that whole idea of like what was there before the word, right? And so what is why does the word come before manifestation? Why is the word the gateway between the form and the formless, between the formless and form? And then that once we get into that, it's like, oh, there's no other way. It's why if you'll see around my desk, I mean, there are maps, there are images. I mean, this whole wall is covered with the maps. These are the maps. I don't know them yet. I'm learning these maps. These maps were different a year ago. I'm sure these ones are not going to hang out that much longer because I'm actually getting them.
Yeah. Right. It's like infusing yourself with those words until they become you, and
and that's what we'll do in 12-week years, like just really get those words so clear that these are the goals, and then these are the ways that I'll work there.
And I think maybe for you to talk about that and like about how you've got that there, and that's how you infuse your thinking in a certain way, and how you let go of some of the limiting beliefs and thoughts and Amma thoughts, and how you know what I mean? Like,
I love that.
Helpful.
Yeah.
Because I think, that's the struggle is like, I want more empowering thoughts, and I don't want these disempowering thoughts.
Right.
And how do I shift that? Like, what's the habit there?
Yeah.
And I like coming back to just the habit, like creating habits around all these things. Like, what's the habit around bliss? Well, obviously, bliss ones are habits, but like, what's the habit around culturescape or rules? Let
me answer that really quickly, just so that we're on the same page with it. But it's in, and maybe you can help me find it. It's in the Code of the Extraordinary Mind, where he talks about going into alpha brainwave state just by training yourself when you wake up to count back from 100.
I don't think I've gotten there yet.
Okay. And he's like, and soon you can count back from 30 because you can get there like really quickly. But he's like, just start by. So I've been doing that. So anytime I wake up, I do that. So if I wake up in the middle of the night, like we had all this stuff go down, and it was this big thing, so before I went to sleep, I meditated, and I'm like, and when you sort of feel like, I bet this is going to wake me up in the middle of the night, which is good. Yeah. And it just means I'm learning a lot. Yeah. There's a lot that's reconstellating, and it's coming in strong, and it's just going to wake me up.
Yeah.
And so I woke up and I started counting back, and I don't remember what happened next because I fell asleep, right? And then I do it again in the morning, and I think I'm in a really deeply restful phase because I'm sleeping a lot more from having practiced that I'm not able to do it consciously. I just get knocked into like the causal.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, then I wake up and I'm like, I could do that again. And that's what's so interesting now is I'm like, I can easily go into a deeper rest phase. Yeah. And I know once I have the rest that I probably need.
Right.
And I'm probably pretty close now. Yeah. I'll be awake during that. And then I'll get to very consciously implant thoughts that I want to get stronger, just like, putting the soil and watering the seed.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. mantras and the anchor statements and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's another practice from Napoleon Hill, which is like basically pulling together. I'll talk about this too. I'm just making notes, but on your board of advisors. Have you read that?
No.
Okay, so his whole deal is so I pull in a board of advisors. Like I have some interesting characters on mine too because of just having a like all these yogis and and they can be people from history. You can bring anyone in that you want on your personal board of advisors. So depending on like what issues I'm working in, I pull in people with those expertise. Right now, I'm working a lot with like ethics and communication and leadership, and so I bring in people that like I know theirs are better than mine.
right.
And then I just like imagine
like identity evolving in a way, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yeah. And I'm like, rub off on me.
yeah.
While I'm sleeping. So then, like, right before you fall asleep, you imagine, like, your board of advisors coming into your boardroom, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah. And then you just ask a question, or you make a request. Like, can you guys help me figure this out? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm going to sleep.
That's awesome. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I think I love those little things, those little tools, mind tools.
Great.
I love, actually, when he talks about it in the book about a habit he has with his daughter, something where he, every night, the 3 things she's grateful for, but also the 3 things that she loves about herself, or how you kind of unwind the culturescape from your kids, and how we kind of unknowingly create culturescape with our kids.
Oh my gosh, totally.
But how you don't want to, did I lose you?
No, I'm here.
No, shoot.
I'm here.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. I can hear you.
Did I lose you?
No.
Are you back?
I'm here. Hi.
Oh, hi. Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You froze for a sec.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. So if you can find that with the one with the kids, we can.
Yeah, because I actually mentioned that on the call yesterday because someone was talking about how like just feeling a sense of pride and how we're so good at beating ourselves up, and how actually when she was writing out her values, she actually burst into tears because she realized like she was that person, and just that sense of pride of these values that we have, and that that's who we are at our core, and just I think we need more habits around feeling good about ourselves and not having so much self-defeating thoughts and so I like that one.
Yeah, too. and that it comes like I feel like too that teaching around that is like that's inevitable if we keep doing this stuff that will fall. Yeah. It'll fall like just chunks of dirt off a mirror. I love that idea too with the kids, like with the kids and values. Like one of the things I'm realizing is like people want me to have a plan. They want to know what Indy's doing next, and I'm like,
she's
will she be in school? Where she'll be in school? Like blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know. And the people are so uncomfortable with my lack of vision.
8. She's 8, right? Like what? What is?
Right. Well, no. It started when we moved to Mexico half-time. So it started when she was like in kindergarten, and it makes people very uncomfortable.
Right. Because it's not status quo.
It's not culturescape.
Normal.
It's not culturescape, right? Yeah. It's like, what the heck? You can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't do whatever you want.
Oh, God. Honestly, if my husband was on board, I would be like traveling around the world with my kids. But unfortunately, that's just what I want to do, not what he wants to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's not a rule. It's just a difference of, Okay, awesome. This is a great start.
Yeah.
Any other things coming up or...
No, but I just, the idea of like the habits around this stuff and,
Hi, little guy. Hi. Yeah, the habits around this stuff. So my guess is...
just to add, I mean, I know you kind of...
I'll assign certain ones that make the most sense. Do we want to do anything with accountability partners now? Are we ready?
Yeah, so I just put that on Facebook just before I was talking to you. Because someone was saying that they wanted an accountability partner, so I did post the worksheet and the video, and I did tell her, and she did post on Facebook that I'm looking for someone who is wanting to work on their business who's over 50. So I don't know if anyone, like if that...
Yeah, just plug it again. So when you hear it, just keep announcing that, and so it becomes part of the culture. Like people will need to hear things a few times.
Yeah.
But I think it's fine if like some people find their accountability partners in September. Yeah. Because they'll still have 2 months, and then what I hear so much now is like a lot of these relationships really last.
Yeah. Yeah, and the calls have been great, and there's always like the same people that talk, but I'm sure that's just how it is.